Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing today? In this video, I'm going to be addressing the information that was passed by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement which they announced on the 7th of July. That was like 3 days ago. And I know it caused a lot of confusion and commotion among students here in the US and even those who are intending to come in the comment session. So please stick around and yeah, keep watching. So the ICE said that international students who are pursuing degrees in the US will have to leave the country or risk deportation if their universities switch to online courses, and this caused a lot of trouble or a lot of commotion and confusion for students here and those even that are outside the country, because it just felt like, why is this information coming out now when they know the situation of things on ground, and how if not the students were like, they didn't cause this, and why are we bearing the brunt of what COVID has caused. But in this video, I'm going to be kind of highlighting some of the things that we need to take into consideration and just put our minds to rest as regards this information that was passed. So in this video, you're not going to see my face. This is like a different video from all the videos that I've done. So yeah, please just pay attention to the document on the screen. So it says here that the SEVP modifies temporary exemption for non-immigrant students taking online courses during the fall 2020 semester. Right now we're in the summer semester, so it's in the coming semester and the coming session. And for some of you that are confused, what is F1 or what is F2? Well, F1 visa are visas for non-immigrants in the US. So usually for students and people that are non-immigrants, just like it says non-immigrant students. So we want to know who this rule affects exactly. Is it that all students in the US would immediately fall 2020 semester starts, will pack their bag and leave? Well, keep watching and then you find out for yourself, but I'm sure you want to watch this video to the end so that you can be well informed. So I'll start with the right hand side of this tree diagram so that it before moving to the one on the left hand side. So it says, who does this affect? So we want to know who this rule affects. The question is, are you currently studying in the US? So for students that are currently studying in the US, you say yes. Now the next question here is your fall semester online? If your fall semester is online and you say yes, the next question is it hybrid? Hybrid means, is it both on campus and online? That is, are you having both? If you say yes, then this rule doesn't apply to you. However, you still need to make further clarification to be sure that your school will not convert to being fully online. Now, if your online course this semester is going to be no, then that means this rule affects you. And the next point of call will be either to go back to your country and take your online courses, which I feel like it's kind of hard right now, or for you to transfer to another school, which is possible because you can transfer from a school here in the US to another school here in the US. Now move to students who are probably going to be resuming in the fall, not existing students already, and this cuts across students present in the US and students outside the US. So we'll start with, are you currently studying in the US? No. Are you resuming this fall? If you say no, then that means we're assuming that you're going to join in the coming semesters after this present semester being talked about. So that means that you can learn. This doesn't affect you. However, you can just learn to know what's on ground. However, if you're resuming this fall, are you taking your semester from your home country or in the US here? If you're in the US here, I feel like if you're in the US here, it takes you back to the same tree diagram, and that's why I started with this part of the tree diagram. it takes you back here. So it falls under this. Is your semester going to be online? If it's not going to be online, then that means you're fine. And if it's online, is it going to be hybrid? If it's hybrid, then you're fine, but you have to make sure that your school will not convert online. However, all these things are not even a given, because you don't know if things get worse and then everything goes back to being online. And if it's no, then it definitely affects you. And if you're in the US here, then you just go back home, or I don't know how that will fall in place. However, if you're at home, then this does not apply to you. Just relax at home, probably defer your admission, or just be in communication with the people in your department. The last part of this video, which I want everyone to note, is the important note here. Number one, it says if you're going to the US, even after your whole semester is online, you're not allowed except it is on campus. That means if you're at home and you've gained admission, but your semester has been set to be online, then there's no reason for you to be here. They want you to stay back at home and face all you're doing till everything becomes like on campus or in person kind of class. And that still brings us back to this part where it says you just need to relax at home if you are coming to the US. If you're not in the US, let me put it that way. Then the second part, number two, it says you are safe up to the extent that your school is hybrid. That means if you're in the US here and your classes are hybrid, that is both online and in person or on campus, then you are safe. And well, you have to make sure that your school doesn't convert online, which I don't know how a student will make sure of that, but it just shows that you're at least safe for the meantime. And then number three says the only reason a whole online semester was allowed this year is because the COVID hit us, and then they gave the false 19 students some liberty. What this number is telling us is that normally on our I-20 it says that we cannot take more than one online class. That's the rule on the I-20. But why the exception was given was because this COVID actually hit us at a point where nobody was prepared, and so that was why we were given a liberty. So it's actually in the rule, and that's why there has been so many talks about, come on, give us consensus. We didn't cause this. Why should we be the ones to bear the brunt of this whole COVID thing? For now, they're just going back to normal, i.e., what were the rules before the pandemic? The rules before the pandemic says that no F1 students shouldn't take more than one online class, and so if everything goes back to normal, then most of our classes should be in person and not online. Then number five, new students fall 2020 onwards, your I-20 won't be issued if your whole semester is online. It only has to be on campus or hybrid. What you're saying here is the US doesn't want students to be in the US if their classes wouldn't be in person. So if it's not going to be in person, then your I-20, which permits your stay in the US, wouldn't be issued except it is online or it is hybrid. And lastly, people who are currently on F1 status and their school and their colleges are not working as hybrid or are taking fully online classes, they will need to come back immediately to their home country if everything is online, irrespective of whatever level they've got into. So this is kind of like a dicey situation. However, I just want everyone to be calm. They understand what is going on. It's not like they're all wicked people and they just want to send people back home. It's not that way. So just be calm and keep talking to your graduate coordinator, your school coordinator. Definitely something will come up. To every rule there's an exception. Just keep calm. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, bye.